tournament. Today we have Wonka's Wonders, who are the purple team but will be represented by the blue team, and the Kakapo Trap, who will be represented by the orange team. I am, as always, your wonderful host, Lick. Alongside me today is Chris. He's going to be a little quiet at the moment because he just happens to be eating. Um, so, I mean,
I'm
oh,
I'm
you're
here in
here?
mind and spirit. Yeah, I'm here in mind and spirit.
There you go. We already got one day already past us, and so far we saw a pretty solid trend. Only two maps that we played. We played Bank and Border for both of those matchups yesterday, and from the way it looked, we also had two wins and then two full draws. So far, Wonka's Wonders, they played only one game yesterday, the same as Kakapo Trap. Kakapo came out on top 6-1. Sadly, Wonka's Wonders came out with a draw on that match. So, do we have any predictions on what might happen today, Chris?
Um, no, actually, no. Sorry, good. I think no. I think blue team might have this, but obviously we're seeing a different lineup from the greens today, so
Mm-hmm.
anything can happen.
That is very true. That's pretty much how it seems to go with most of these games. Everything's just all up in the air until it starts to go down. So we will just have to wait and see here when we get the bands start rolling here fairly soon for you. And there we go. We already have Wonka's Wonders taking out Border, which isn't too bad. Last time I know, at least Parrot happened to play on Border. She was the orange team last time around. They happened to stomp everyone on Border, so it's good to see that gone. It also looks like Consulate gets taken out here by a Kakapo Trap.
So it's going to be clubhouse or what did we see yesterday? Clubhouse and
Clubhouse and Bank were our
bank.
two
Oh yeah, of
main ones
course.
yesterday. I'd like to see something different, and there we go. Bank gets taken out here by Wonka's Wonders. Any particular map out of Clubhouse, Coastline, Cafe, and Villa you want to see?
Something different. To be honest, Villa would be nice to see. Cafe would be nice to see as well.
Yeah. Especially Cafe since that rework. And there we go. Clubhouse gets taken out here by Kakapo. So both of the maps that we played yesterday are gone. So we are guaranteed, at least for this game, for a brand new map to see. Be interesting to see Coastline. We don't see a whole lot of Coastline play. Be nice to see.
Well, anything different would be nice. I think for everyone, pick up strats and all that. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you're guaranteed. And there we go. Coastline goes away this time. So it looks like all we have is Cafe and Villa this time around. I always like seeing people play on Villa. It's a very interesting map to say the least, especially with roams. But since Cafe got reworked, it's been a bit more fun to watch people play around on it.
No, I definitely agree. I think Villa, you sort of win your defences on your roams, and if you don't clear them as the attackers, that's you're just going to cost you the game, really.
Mm-hmm. That and it's kind of hard to see. Like, oh, and Villa's gone, so it looks like we will be going to Cafe Dostoevsky for our first map today. And we will just wait a second here to see who will start on attack and who will start on defense. One of the trends that we saw yesterday was everybody, the blue team always gets the option to choose whether they want to start on attack or defense. Everyone always chose to start on defense, which I thought was kind of interesting. Sometimes it panned out, sometimes not so much. So we will have to see if that is the case today.
It wouldn't surprise me. I think that most teams prepare better defensively, so if you get the advantage to pick that first, I think you want some rounds on the board.
Mm-hmm. And it's always good to go in the swap being up 2, 3 rounds, you know. So
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm just trying to find out the results from yesterday. I can at least talk about them a little bit.
oh, there it goes. Our wonderful producer, if you happen to see that pop up, that was our wonderful producer Magpie, just leaving the party for a hot second.
What a lovely guy.
One might be able to say he's adorable.
Well, he's at least he's not pulling the strings for me today, you know.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
Still waiting to see who will start on attack? Who will start on defense? Come on, guys. There we go. As soon as I put word out, looks like blue will start on defense, so the trend will continue today. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 1 of day number 2. Wonka's Wonders versus the Kakapo Trap on good old Cafe Dostoevsky.
Should be a good one. I feel like from yesterday's results alone, I think Wonka's Wonders will probably feel confident going to this.
Definitely, considering they did have a very hell of a game. Sadly, they did come out at a 5-5 draw. Kakapo Trap definitely, with their 6-1 win, will be feeling good, and it looks like Ash is going to be our first attacker banned here. Any predictions on the second one?
Who's banning it? So
Orange
orange is
yes.
The Wonka's one. No,
Orange is Kakapo
the Wonka's
Trap.
Wonders are blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect maybe a Thatcher.
Thatcher.
Yeah, I feel like they won't want to play that, but
well,
the Ash is a
real
peculiar
close.
one.
You were real close. It was Monty.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm 5 seconds behind you, so I've still got it loading up for me.
Nah, it's all right. You got to play off of me. That's just how all this fun stuff works. So it looks like we'll see our first defender band here coming out from the Kakapo Trap, and it looks like it's going to be Mira. Not a real huge surprise, especially on Cafe, especially with the rework as well. You can set up some pretty decent black mirrors there to see what's going on around the map.
Yeah, especially top floor there.
Definitely. Try and hold that.
You almost have to. Yeah, you almost have to take her upstairs. You can't.
Yeah.
Really
hold that freezer and everything.
Hmm.
And it looks like Echo will be our last one here to be banned on defense. Not a huge surprise. Echo is very good, especially since he has 2 of those yokais and can also be able to stop plants in their tracks. So, that and that ACOG. I mean, on an MP5, come on.
Yeah, it's not surprising either. Like, I think most teams, if you ask them, you say you don't want to play against an Echo, especially when pushes seem to happen so late between teams.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least Caliph had the good idea. Sadly, Echo's not here, but he did bring the counter in IQ. And it looks like we're going to go to Kitchen first defense here.
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Kitchen and the top floor between your first defense, I think.
Yeah. I was about to say I didn't see any denial there, but it looks like Demon's going to swap over from the Alibi to the Bandit to try and make sure that that freezer wall and maybe the main wall doesn't get open, especially by that thermite there. But they will have to contend with that Buck potentially going upstairs into Train Museum and opening up that floor. So maybe that will be the Jaeger or Mozzie's job.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't see a Kaid on this site. But,
attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
each their own, whatever strat you set up.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I do kind of want to follow Wallace here and see where he's putting those cameras. I don't remember. Happened to put one down. You can't really see it, but he happened to put one down here in this little table there. We'll have to see where he put the other one.
I'm sure he's going to love you for that. And showing everyone where he puts his cams.
Well, you know, it also helps us so that way we know where there might happen to be some cams around, so that way we can be able to see where they're all looking at. Sadly, I can't figure out where that one went there. Looks like Moody might potentially try and hold Bakery over here. Well, that ACOG's going to be a little nice on him there. Gonna close off Bakery there, which isn't a horrible idea, but there we go. Moody hanging out over here in Bakery, seeing if he can maybe pick somebody off. And from the the way it's looking, potentially we're going to have a top-down clear here, and it looks like Rex is already going to get into a bit of a scuffle over here. It looks like it was potentially going to be the Mozzie, I do believe, of Caleb. Change the camera around here for you.
Device positioned.
It looks like Demon's just waiting in the back of the freezer here to go for a couple of sneaky little bandit tricks. There you go. We have Squizzy all the way up top. Potentially he's about to get thrown down. Yes, he does. And it looks like he's got another one to contend with. And it looks like potentially he's got somebody else coming around. There we go. We've got Parrot coming around. And Parrot's able to pick on Squizzy. So that is the Jaeger gone. So, sadly, one of the roamers is taken out here. It looks like we might have another roamer coming around in the Mozzie trying to see what he can do here. He's just hanging out, just waiting. See if maybe you might be able to find anything. But other than that, it looks like attackers have top control so far, which isn't the worst thing. It's always pretty nice to have. And it looks like Parrot's going to potentially come around and pick up this Mozzie. I went to the wrong operator there. Mozzie gets shot from the window there, all by himself, and he's going to get pinched here. Looks like Parrot's just holding an angle. Sadly, just happens to miss her shots there. And Mozzie's probably going to get taken out. Sadly, Parrot gets taken out before he can. There goes this Nitro Cell. Nitro Cell misses there. So it looks like Mozzie's going to get flanked here as well by the Zofia and the IQ. So now it is a solid 3-4 with the attackers sadly losing Nomad, so those air jobs are now out of place. And now it looks like the only control that the defenders have is downstairs. It looks like Rex is going to try and come around here. Claymore off the back. He's going to do a little bit of droning, see if he can find anybody who might happen to be moving around there. And it sounds like there might already be some. And Moody's able to take off one of the attackers there through the floor and be able to bring everything back to a solid 3-3. It looks like Rex is going to try and come up from the back end, while Raptors is going to try and open up this wall, but there's no bandit batteries over there, so he's going to be able to It looks like Moody's going to try and hold an angle, just misses his shots.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
It's probably going to be Thermite coming in through here, potentially. And Moody's going to try and come around, see if he can get him. Sadly, he isn't able to. Rex is able to get Demon, and we got a plant going off here. Looks like Caliph is going. Moody's able to get Raptors, so defenders win on round. Win on time. God, it would help if I could talk.
You know what? I thought Orange team's push from the top floor was great. You know, they picked up some early roamers.
Mm-hmm.
Parrot lost the fight, unlucky, and then they didn't manage to just quite get in there quick enough. And Moody had a really good angle. Obviously, had the diffuser as well. The attackers had to go back up for it, and that was sort of the detriment, really. They lost the diffuser, but I think that was a great round, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What I really liked from the attacking side, they were able to basically collapse on the Mozzie altogether and be able to help out, which is really good.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We've tried to prepare for it. You've got to push from the top floor every time you play Cafe, and that's what they did. And unfortunately, they lost. But on to the next one.
Yep. And it looks like we're going to go to Bar Cocktail this time around on our second defense. And we did bring the Kaid this time around, but sadly on a different site. It looks like Logs is going to swap off the Capkin there for the Jaeger, and Tia Beanie's going to move
Defenders,
off the
protect
Buck
your
for
bombs
the
from being
Thatcher.
used by attackers.
So, not really the best operator choice, I feel, especially for up here, because there's not really much hard breach that you need to do.
Yeah, I think you want to really bring the Kaid on the top. You know, a site where you've got vertical control, but this one, you're on top floor, you don't need that.
Yeah.
See what it brings. I think the shotgun's really good, so
It looks like he's got the AUG there. Not a terrible choice. The AUG is
really
good. The fire rate's a little slow for some, but you know, as long as you're getting your shots on target, you should be able to take out everybody you need to.
Well, we're about to be surprised, I guess.
Attackers objective.
Aren't we always surprised as soon as the round starts?
I don't know. I've never been in this position.
Alright, it looks like one of those windows was opened up top in case you didn't see it. Over around here, this window right here was open. We've already got Moody and Squizzy hanging out here. Looks like Squizzy's going to throw up a camera to potentially help out Moody there. So we will have to see if potentially that little peek hole is going to cause any problems with him. And so and it sounds like we're already opening some hatches upstairs and launching the back door. It looks like Caleb's going to be on a little bit of roam along with Lolix, who's doing a fairly deep roam all the way downstairs. Maybe seeing if they're going to try and do bottom top clear here, but it doesn't look like they're going for it. It looks like we're just going for the top floor here on our clear. Looks like Squizzy's going to be using his cams to try and see if he can find anybody here, and it looks like Doc's potentially got droned out, and they know that he's around here. So we'll have to see if they're going to be able to pick him off or find him, and there we go. Parrot's able to pick up Moody. And that was a pretty solid angle that she had there to be able to pick him off over there. Sadly, he must have been looking over towards Raptors. It sounds like somebody already dropped it. It looks like IQ is in. And we'll have to see if maybe the Legion's going to try and move around. It looks like he is, but he's looking at the wrong staircase there. But luckily, he does have a little bit of backup up here with Squizzy, who's watching over towards the cigar area. And it looks like they have full control over here already. And Caliph is getting a little adventurous, or at least he was, and decided that he was going to move on back here. Looks like Tima's got a solid angle, looking over into Cigar Shop, seeing if he might be able to pick somebody off as they come on through there. Squizzy's just going to fire some shots down the way, along with Caleb here. And you got two people there about named the same thing. Looks like Logs might try and go on a solid roam around here. It looks like Caliph is going to try and come around. But it looks like Rex is just going to be in a little bit of a gunfight, especially with the Valkyrie and the Legion. Sadly, the Legion hasn't come up or anything yet. Just going to hold an angle, see if he's going to be able to take him out. It looks like they're both just going to hold that angle, try and go around. And there we go. Demon's able to pick up Parrot, and there's the wall opening up. It looks like Tia is going to try and come in for a little bit late. And as soon as I move, Caleb is able to take down Rex there. Somebody gets hit by an air jab, so potentially that's the Jaeger. He loses about half of his health there. And it doesn't look like he's going to be pursued at all by the IQ, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. It looks like Kai's still holding an angle. Just happened to miss over there. And there we go. Squizzy's able to take down Raptors. Might be able to get two. Sadly, he's not able to. It's a 3-2 at the moment that I saw last. 2-2 now. Caliph coming around. Caliph going for a defuse. See if he's going to be able to get it pulled off. Looks like Demon's going to come around. He's going to have to shoot through. He's able to shoot through and win the round this time for them. This time on a very solid play.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I've just seen that. Okay. Well, that's where the org comes in useful.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought again. You know what? I thought Moody losing Piano early on. I thought you're almost sacrificing him there. You've not given him any shields or anything, but they didn't push it quick enough, didn't the orange team there? And the purples on orange. No, it's green on orange.
Green team is orange.
Yeah. So no, they just stalled out the push really late, and they just weren't able to get the plant down with the correct coverage. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Good hold, I think.
Yeah, it was a very good hold. It was really hard to tell exactly where the play kind of fell apart, honestly. I'm not sure if it was they were just being a bit too cautious and trying to root out roamers, or potentially they were just trying to get their ideas figured out. But whatever it was, it sadly cost them in the end. And it looks like we're going to go down to Fireplace and Mining on our third, actually.
Attackers need to locate
on our
and defuse
third
bombs.
defense here. Surprised that they didn't go Dining and Reading, considering that Reading
Attackers
you only
have
have
located
this
a bomb.
wall that you need to worry about, at least to reinforce, and then you only have to really worry about this hatch over here to take care of. But who knows? I'm not part of their strat making team, so we'll have to see exactly what happens.
I think it's pretty standard. I think that's why you'd find something. I think you've got to
10 seconds
adventurous
insertion.
upstairs to hold the lead, but you know, we'll see what happens here again.
5 seconds left.
And it looks like we didn't take
Attackers
any
are moving to
breach
defuse the
denial
bomb.
this time around, so it might be a little interesting. But especially with Raptors running the Habana, so they at least do have a decent amount of hard breach. But with that IQ still on the board, it might make everything a little bit difficult. And also with the Thatcher here, and then Sledge to go upstairs and try and be able to make some room there. It looks like Squissy's going to be on a fairly deep roam all the way down here towards the bar. Going to be able to hear some movement, see if maybe he might try and do a run out here. Or potentially just look through the windows and not find anything. It already looks like Parrot's taking a decent amount of health, potentially trying to do a little bit of a fight upstairs, potentially getting up there with Moody. And it looks like Moody's going to be on the vigil this time rather than being on the dock and try and hold upstairs, so that way he won't be able to be seen by drones. And he's got a solid peek here, see if he might be able to win this one, just as long as he doesn't get pinched here. It looks like Raptors is going to try and look for him, and Tia Beanie potentially might have droned him out. So Raptors knows exactly where he is, but it looks like he's not going to give this up without a solid fight. And it already looks like the IQ has potentially come down towards the stairs and tried to do a little bit of a movement here. We're going to move back over to the Ella, see where she is. She's all the way upstairs along with the Mozzie. So we've got 3 defenders all the way upstairs trying to help one another out. It looks like everybody else has just stayed towards site. And it looks like the main play will be over here at this wall, so we'll have to see exactly how this plays out for him. Looks like Raptors is only going to use 2 of... Oh, I happen to say that there was no denial, and then I happen to see the mute there. So luckily the Thatcher and the IQ is going to come into play very well there, and it looks like Caliph's already getting into a little bit of the fray, trying to see what they can find. Have a little bit of fun, and it looks like Sledge is just going to stay upstairs and try and help out. Parrot's going to watch through the window here. It looks like Raptors is going for a plant, but I don't think anybody knows that there's a plant going on. So we'll have to see if Raptors... Sadly, Raptors doesn't lose there, but he loses a decent amount of his health, and then Lolix gets taken out here. It's a pretty solid play, and there we go. It's now a 3-4 thanks to Squizzy there. They have to try to go around and get everybody. And it looks like Squizzy's going to try and go for a disable here, see if they might be able to get this pulled off. Demon trying to do the best that he can to make sure that everybody is able to get the plan off. And sadly, it's a 1v4 now. Just Caleb all by himself. He's able to take down 2. Is he able to come around and be able to stick the defuse? He's going to have to. He's going to have to try and come out and get Parrot. There comes the C4, not able to really hit anything. It looks like she was maybe going to try and put an air jab, but it looks like she's going to try and come around and see him, and there she is. And then the attackers win round number 3.
It was an interesting one. There was, I think it was still 5v5 when the defuse got planted. They took really good control, to be fair, did the green team, and they had some really good coverage on the post-plant situation. I think they played that really well.
It was very good.
I think Moody early on in the round, he was a lot better upstairs in piano than last round.
Yeah.
But still, they lost. Unlucky.
You know, it happens every once in a while. I was about to say, so far, the team spread looks pretty even, at least along with kills, but Parrot sitting up there at a lowly 4. As she's tied up there with Caleb, so we'll have to see if anything's going to come from that. Potentially we'll have another couple of players break double digits like we did yesterday. And it looks like we're going to go all the way back down to kitchen this time around. It looks like Lolix is going to pull out that trusted maestro of his.
I think last round what you saw, which you didn't see in the first 2 rounds, was that the attackers, once they realised they had the control, they pushed it quite aggressively, and they pushed all the defenders back, and they just allowed themselves to plan.
Yeah.
You know, they won it because of that. Hopefully we'll see the same again this time. They get a second chance at kitchen.
We'll have to see if Demon decides that he's going to move his bandit charges over towards the side wall there, because that's where they came in last time. Potentially Moody's probably going to try and hold on to the bakery like he did last time around, and it sounded like Squizzy put a bulletproof camera, so be able to see anybody come in if they come and break through this wall one more time. Not really a whole lot of change here, at least when it comes to the attackers. Looks like Calip's going to forego that hollow and swap over to the ACOG there. Well, that's about the only change, really. That and the hard breacher, of course. going to have to see if we've got any roamers anywhere. It looks like Lolix and Moody are going to be trying to hold this all by themselves. At least Moody trying to hold Bakery by himself. Looks like Demon's going to come around here in the main door, and he gets picked off. I'm not sure if there happened to be an opening or anything from this door for him to be able to get shot or at least seen, but there is one of the roamers already gone, and a crucial one at that. And it looks like Caleb's going to maybe try and come around and support here. And that, or he hears somebody upstairs. Trying to see where the Jaeger is. Jaeger's coming down white stairs, see if he might be able to find anything. Still has one of those ADSs on him. That's not really going to help him out, especially if he doesn't place it since it's on his corpse. So it looks like Raptors is going to get taken down here from Caleb, and he's going to lose a solid amount of his health here. But that is that crucial heart breacher gun, so it's going to make it a little bit harder to get onto site. And there we go. Moody's just able to hit Caliph just at the very end there. Be able to take out the IQ. So with the IQ gone, they're not going to be able to see as much as they can now. And it looks like Parrot's going to try and come around here, and Tiabini's in the back as well. Try to support them. Just looks like Squizzy and Caliph are going to try and just come around, see if they might be able to do something here. Not overly sure what they'll be able to find. Lolix sitting on his cams, trying to see if he can find anybody. It looks like Moody's potentially going to be able to get a solid shot here, but he just hits the truck, not able to really hit anybody else. And it looks like Sledge is going to try and root out this dock and see where they can find and potentially throw a couple grenades in there. But if you didn't notice, he does have two of those ADSs there. So we'll see what comes from this. So it looks like Parrot's going to try and run in. It looks like she's going to try and take out one of those ADSs. Not overly sure if she succeeded, but Moody's able to pick up the kill there on Parrot to bring it to a 2-4. And there we go. We have a C4 come out from Caleb, but sadly it doesn't do anything. And it looks like Jaeger's going to come over there. It looks like that C4 was able to down Sledge, and I don't know if they know about it. Sadly, Moody loses his life in this battle here. And it looks like Tiabini's going to have to try and pick up this diffuser and try and come over and help out his teammate.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Looks like Caleb's going to try and come down around from the bar area, and we still have Squizzy over here in the main corridor. We're going to see if anything happens. It looks like Sledge is able to successfully picked up. Going to try and go for the gunfight. It looks like Tiabini's going to maybe try and go for a plan. I'm not overly sure if it's going to happen. And there we go. We've lost one there. Caleb with the double kill. Lolix is able to finish out Tiabini for Defenders to win round number 4.
Again, it's just one of them that held them so tight, and they got some really important kills. Beauty on Parrot, especially when she pushed in. They were gonna pinch him behind the counter in Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
The attackers didn't really look like getting their sight until the last moment. So I think it was, a really good defense. This is why teams are picking the defense rounds when they get the option to.
Yeah.
And like you said, this is the 3 rounds they've won. That's all the difference when you go into attack.
Mm-hmm. And this will be the last round before the swap here. It looks like we're going to go back up to Bar and Cocktail once again. It looks like we're going to bring the Kaid once again with the Maestro, Doc, Jaeger, and Valkyrie. Honestly, for this one, I would have liked to see Moody potentially play Vigil instead of the Doc, but we'll see if it's able to pan out for him here. And it looks
I'd agree with you, actually.
Yeah.
I'd agree, yeah.
It looks like Rex is going to get off of the Sledge there and move over to the Zofia. And honestly, Raptors, I feel like he should have maybe gone with the Habana this time around. It would have made life maybe a little easier, at least to open up lines of sight rather than the third
Attackers
line.
have discovered the location of a bomb.
Yeah, I think it depends on your push. I don't really know. It's where you're pushing from. If you're trying to get into the freezer, then yeah, you want. But you need the whole control, which they might. Like you said, I think if we move on the Vigil, I think he's going to have a better job holding it upstairs, but better job this time around.
Yep.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Looks like Lolix
It's been really harsh on him there.
Attackers detected it. Defuse the bomb.
Yeah, it's alright. We gotta be a little harsh on everybody every once in a while. Oh, it looks like Moody's got another peek there, but sadly he's on the other side and Parrot just happens to miss him. It looks like Caliph's gonna stick with the ACOG here this time. Potentially was a hindrance last time around. It looks like Moody's gonna try and come around. It almost looked like he was gonna try and go for the air conditioner there. Try and take it out, but he went for the bench instead. Alright, sounds like we've got some windows breaking here. It looks like Raptors, Parrot, and Tia Beanie will be over here trying to see what they can find out. Doesn't look like much at the moment. Looks like we're going to do a little bit of droning, a little bit of angle holding here. Hear that? That was the evil eye of Lolix looking up potentially towards the window there.
Ready to push them out.
And it looks like we're going to have Calipe down here on a roam all the way to the bottom floor. And it doesn't look like we have anybody else here on the roam. It looks like everybody else is going to try and mainly stay towards site. Looks like Moody's trying to take care of those cameras to make sure that they aren't able to get in his way. And only if he would get up just a little bit, he might be able to get a little bit of a peek there on the window to be able to pick up Parrot. It looks like IQ's already in Cigar Shop, but she is all by herself trying to figure out exactly where to go. Looks like Parrot's trying to hold an angle, just barely missing Moody there. We'll see if when she comes in, if Moody's going to be able to get her. Sadly, he misses her with all the shots, and there's the cam being able to see her. IQ's going to come around, and she's going to be able to pick up Moody there. So the teamwork there definitely helped out, and it looks like now we have full control, at least the attackers do, of this side of the map. And it looks like Rex is going to take out one of those little cameras there from Valkyrie and try and see what she can do. She can try and also take out that Maestro cam, but ADS is able to take it out before it gets picked off itself. It looks like Maestro's going to be on his cam, trying to see what he's going to do. He's going to try and see if he can get the... He's able to get the exothermic charge, at least one of them there, and it looks like we've got a little bit of a struggle over here, trying to see if we can find anybody. It looks like Parrot's been able to open up and be able to hold Lolix in place here. Looks like he's just going to come around the other side and be able to come through. And there we go. We've got everybody holding angles here, and so far it's just a little bit of a stalemate. We've got Squizzy over here in the freezer trying to see if maybe he can find anybody as soon as they come through and go for that plant. Just happened to miss somebody. Is he able to pick up the IQ? Sadly, he's not able to pick up the IQ. IQ's coming through. Looks like Raptors is going to go for a plant, and there we go. Lolix is able to get Rex. Caliph is able to pick up another one. Demon's going to try and come around here. It's a 1v4. He's able to down Caliph, but we've got the diffuser going down over here. So sadly, it is Kaid all by himself versus Thermite and Nomad. Full health, all three of them, mind you, but he's going to have to try and find a way to get through here. And it looks like they're going to be holding angles. They might potentially be looking the wrong way. But as soon as they see that he knows where it is, they'll probably be looking around. It looks like Raptors might be able to pick up the kill here, and he is! And attackers win round number 5.
That will give them a really good boost of confidence in the defensive rounds. I thought, even though they lost Moody, I thought because he'd held on for like a minute and a half this time round, you know, the defenders might have had it, especially when Lolix got the thermite charge on the wall as well. I thought he wasted another 15 seconds. I thought that it was the defenders' round, but it was a really good push by the attack.
Yes, it was very good. And I was actually very impressed with Lolix being able to pick up the exothermic charge there as well. I didn't know if he was going to be able to get it in time before the EMP went off.
Yeah, well, as well, the Zofia nearly got it. Obviously, very well placed ADS by the Jaeger as well, helping that one out.
And it looks like we're going to go back upstairs this time on the switch. No surprise there. But it looks like we're going to bring a Wamai this time around. A plus with the Jaeger, so potentially Wamai might be sitting over there in Cigar to try and hold on the best he can.
I think it's a good pick, actually, the Wamai.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I can't see the 6 pick yet. Oh, no, it's gone. Okay. Yeah, they got the Capital, so it's a good pick, I think. Capital's really good on this map, especially the site.
Especially going up against the top floor there. And it looks like Wamai brought the deployable shield, which is a very good idea, so he is definitely going to try and be playing up here in Cigar. Sadly, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it exactly where he wants it to. I was going to maybe try and come back and see if he could get it fixed, but the only thing really with this is that little gap there. So I might have to try and shoot between the little gap and hopefully get his shots correct. If not, he will be a sitting duck, that is for sure.
Well, this is what I thought. The greens, no, the greens are defending now, aren't they?
Purple was defending.
Purple was defending before. Yeah, I thought they might have done that for Moody when he was defending up there before, but
see how the defenders get no guys just letting you know on this half, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair with the dock and everything, he's able to heal himself, which kind of helps him out a little bit. And it looks like the only person who's going to be down here on a roam is Raptors, and he was going for this little door over here to try and see if he can get anything. And it looks like they're going to do a little bit of shooting from around upstairs here. See if they might be able to find anything. Just opening up hatches, maybe doing a little bit of droning, trying to see if we can find anything. And it looks like Womai's going to be in the cigar shop with a couple of bullet holes watching that red stairs drop. And that cam just does not notice him as he's sitting there. And it also looks like Tiafini had a solid angle up into the skylight there to try and pick somebody off. And it looks like Rex is going to replace Womai there to try and cover cigars. So far, we don't have anybody moving around into the map yet. All it is we're just trying to hold angles, trying to see if we can find anybody. Maybe we can pick somebody off. And it looks like they've known where Rex is, and they've at least droned him out and found him. And it looks like somebody's dropped red, but sadly Womai is not looking there. It is not able to pick that up. One of the drones comes down here. It looks like we're just going to do a little bit of droning, trying to see if we can find anybody. And it sounds like we're going to open up the wall there, leading into Cigar. So Rex is going to have a pretty solid angle. It looks like Moody's going to push all the way in here, be a little adventurous, as the Zofia drops right in front of him. Looks like Jaeger's just going to try and hold an angle here. Sadly, we're not able to get a shot there, at least for Moody's sake. And it just sounds like we're having a lot of movement. He's just a bit high there, sadly. Rex was at least on Squizzy. It looks like the EMP is going to come out and try and get it. It looks like Jaeger's just going to back off and just give them control here. It's not a horrible idea. It's a really solid one. It looks like Moody's going to come over here and try and pick up where he left off. And it looks like Wallix is going to go for the wall here, so at least we have that open. So it looks like we have full control over here at Cigar. And it sounds like we've already got one of those Capital bolts going off, and it looks like Parrot's getting into a little bit of a fight here with the Zofia. But it looks like both of them have lost a decent amount of health. They're just trying to see what they can do. And Zofia still has 2 of those lifelines and still has 2 of those concussion grenades. Looks like Raptors is going to maybe try and come around from below and see if maybe he might be able to do anything. Caleb's able to pick up Caliph, and we're already getting it off. Raptors gets taken out by a C4, or not C4, by a Claymore. It's a 3v2. Lolix going for the defuse. Parrot's down. It looks like Moody's going to be able to finish everybody off to give his team the win.
So, yeah, okay, I've just seen that. Wow, okay, the attackers won. I was really surprised. I thought the defenders held off for so long. Was it Caliph playing the Wamai, and was it Rex on the Jaeger? They've dropped off both at the same, like, perfect timing to drop away from the attack and fall back to site, keep the numbers. I'm surprised they didn't win that, but, you know, Purple's just having a good game, I guess.
Yes, they are. I would have liked to see at least one of... I would have rather seen Caliph or Rex stay and hold their position rather than collapsing. Because if at least one of them would have, it would have tried to at least waste a little extra time and also keep that push back a little longer, I think, or at least, you know, give their team a little extra time.
It could have gone either way, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, for the Rex, he had his ADS was destroyed. I think he had the shield, so he just took that as his cue to power hit on out of there. And you keep your number advantage there, and if you've got the angles, you can win. Unfortunately, they didn't push it too strong and pass around. Patience from the attackers as well, I think, was like the most important thing of winning the round.
I always love every time I happen to swap to somebody, I'm constantly seeing somebody reinforce site. It's just like, really?
You said it, and literally 3 seconds later, you've gone through about 4 people and everyone's reinforcing.
It's really great. I love it. It's one of the best things about this game.
To defuse a bomb.
That's the prep phase for you.
Yep. It looks like we're going to keep about the same lineup here on attack, and it looks like they're going to drone out the back end and be able to find that the back wall is not only muted, but there's also a Kai claw there, and it looks like Demon's just going to hit the wall out of anger. Not really sure why. It just seems like he just wants to. And it looks like so far we don't really have any roamers, but it looks like Moody's going to put a Claymore outside of the window here, and maybe Raptors is going to come around and try and hold Bakery. See if he's going to find anything. It doesn't look like he's found anything. It looks like Demon's going to lose a little bit of health, and Squizzy's able to take down Rex. So that is a lesion gone. That is a very big operator gone. And sadly, they left part of that wall open. Not overly sure why, or maybe they didn't have enough time to be able to close it. It looks like Parrot's going to try and hold an angle here and see if anything comes through. Sadly, she just happens to miss the drone, so they know that they're there. It looks like Moody's going to be coming around the opposite end here, because he just was able to take out Raptors and doesn't know that there's nobody else there. He's going to throw out an EMP, see if he might be able to stop anything. But it looks like the main push is going to be here from the back. It looks like Parrot's going to come around the other side, maybe potentially try and go up against Moody here. But if you happen to notice, Squizzy's on the other side of the wall here. It looks like they're potentially both droning to see if Parrot's going to be coming around. It looks like she decides to back off of that plan. And it looks like we're still just holding the wall here, holding an angle, trying to make sure nobody comes through. It looks like we're going to drone, and there we go. We happen to find the Jaeger there, all the way in dining room, and it looks like he's going to try and come out. Sadly, he's not able to kill anybody. He's able to get some shots, and Parrot's able to take down Moody. So that is the Thatcher gone. It looks like Parrot's going to get into another gunfight here, at least with the Nomad. Sadly, she doesn't win that at all, but loses a fair amount of health in the process. Same with Squizzy there. But still, we've got everybody trying to hold around, do a little bit of droning in the back end, trying to see if maybe we can find anything. And it looks like Tia Beanie's going to prep for the C4, but I'm not overly certain if we're going to be able to get that through there in time, be able to pick anybody off. But there might be a chance. Parrot's able to pick up Squizzy, and there we go. We've got Diffuser all the way up here in Bakery. So that means this entire 3-stack has to come all the way back up front to be able to come and get this. And we've got Caliph sitting over here in the little coat closet. So he might be able to surprise the attackers when they come through. It doesn't look like he even knows or has any intel. He's going to try and open the wall, doesn't realize that it's reinforced. That should give Caliph the idea that there's somebody nearby, at least with that explosion. He's got an ADS in there to help him out. So we'll just have to see what's going on. Caleb getting a little adventurous here. Going to try and come through here. Tia Beanie knows somebody's coming around. He's going to pull out that trusty old Mossberg shotgun. Doesn't see it, but he gets double teamed there by Lolix and is able to get taken out there. It looks like Demon's going to try and come around. Sadly, Caliph doesn't know anybody's moved, and I don't know if Parrot knows. She's just watching the diffuser. Let's see what's going on. And we've got 2 here. Parrot's able to take down 2, so it's all by himself. Was Caleb, and sadly not able to win the round for his team.
Oh, I've just seen the last kill. Parrot held so well to just, determined to not let that diffuser get picked up. I don't know, that's good defending. Maybe her teammates were just going to hold off the rest of the attackers pushing, but good hold. I quite liked it. It was a struggle. They had the 2 and a 3 split coming from either side, and the diffuser was on the wrong side for me, I think.
Yeah.
There'd maybe one if they'd taken the diffuser through kitchen, but, they haven't, and we get an extra round, I guess.
Well, it looks like we're going to go all the way up to bar a cocktail. It looks like we're going to bring the Wamai and Jaeger once again this time. Maybe it might help out. And it looks like we're going to bring the Valkyrie instead of the Legion, also with the Mute. So we have double protection there, at least for the walls. So we'll just have to see how well this plays out for the defenders here. Potentially they might get a little boost from that round that they just won. Might give them what they need to push on through here. But we will have to wait and see.
I think the attackers will be kicking themselves a little bit for how that round ended. Just 2 of them sort of piling onto the diffusers like that. I think they'll be a bit upset about it.
Looks like Parrot's going to use her C4 there to open up a rotation, in case you happen to miss it. And it looks like we're going to be able to get that shield placed exactly where we want to, so that way we no longer have that big old gap that was there earlier.
5 seconds to go.
Yeah, he runs away. He's happy with his work now.
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
But yeah, in case you didn't notice, there's that C4 hole there to make that rotation for their team. If only somebody would have brought impacts, or maybe a shotgun. Cough, cough, wink, wink, mute.
You had me tickling up a little bit at the demon hitting the wall.
I was about to say, I do just want to check real quick and make sure that, yes. Oh, no! Tiabini this time is running the MP5K along with the SMG-11 rather than bringing the Mossberg this time. So that is a little interesting. I wouldn't say it's weird or strange or anything, but I will say it's slightly out of the ordinary. It looks like Rex is going to maybe try and get into a little bit of a gunfight here. I'm not really certain who it was that he was trying to get into a gunfight with. It looks like it was the Thatcher of Moody. It looks like Raptors once again will be down on this roam, but with Valkyrie now he's going to be able to see somebody on those cams. So far it looks like we're all just clustered up here on top of the roof just trying to see what we can find, and so far it doesn't look like anything. It sounds like one of those magnets is able to finally pick up something. And it looks like we were able to open up that wall, or at least get the Kaid claw out of the way there. It looks like Moody's not able to fully get into sight because of the mute jammer, but he will notice a couple of the operators, at least in the mine. Looks like Buck's going to try and come down around. He's getting thrown out along with him. So it looks like Lolix and Squizzy are going to try and see what they can do, and it looks like Moody's going to be able to take down Rex, so that is the Jaeger gone, and other than that, there's nobody on this side of the map to be able to try and contest, but it looks like Raptors is going to try and come around up here and see if he can find anything. Sadly, he misses everything and only gives his position away there. Looks like Moody's going to try and go for the open the wall, and it looks like Squizzy's going to open up the wall there into the bathroom. Not able to get it all the way, but it looks like Calip's going to be able to take down Demon, so now it's a 4v4, and that's the Zofia gone. Looks like Calip's just going to try and hold an angle, make sure nobody comes through there. Deploying. He's going to put out another little magnet to make sure that we've got a little bit of sight there. And Tiabini might just happen to notice somebody coming on through there into the freezer, potentially not. And it looks like Capital's trying to be able to find Caliph there. He's not really able to. He's going to toss another one of those fire bolts, and it's just going to get picked up by a magnet there. Still gets detonated though. There we go. It looks like we've got movement into the freezer there. It looks like we've just lost 3 very straight in a row. Raptors is going to be able to come around. It's a 2v2. Caliph's going to be able to pick up the diffuser. Caliph is going to try and come around to the freezer. He's just in the freezer. He's going to have to go for a plant. He's all by himself. He's got 1 second left. Looks like he's going to be able to sadly not stick the plant. Defenders win again on time.
That ended very quick. Oh, he was so unlucky with the plant. I've just caught it.
Yeah.
He moves into a really good position to plant that as well. He could have maybe won that on the post plant, but he's just out of time.
Yeah. So
the Jaeger lost the fight. You know what? The shield was better in the first place. You know, Caliph should do it again. But it kills on the board though.
Well, regardless, we have 2 more rounds. So either Kakapo Trap will win this next round and then win the subsequent round and win, or it will go to Wonka's Wonders. We'll win this round and then the subsequent round, and there we go. We have our winner. Or each will win a round, and we'll have another draw like we did yesterday. So we'll have to wait and see how these next 2 rounds play out as we go down to Reading and Fireplace for our defense here.
Oh. You wanted to see this on the other defense. I think if they win this, the defenders, I think they have every right to win the next round as well. And I think it's their game. I think if they lose this, you know, I think it's out of their hands then.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. Hopefully,
Attackers have discovered
the team that wants to win wins. I'm not picking favorites.
Located by attackers.
That's not quote unquote professional.
Spoken like a true politician.
Spoken like a true caster.
Okay, yeah. True neutral.
10 seconds left before insertion.
And it looks like the only roamer potentially we might have, other than Raptors, because Raptors wants to roam. Looks like it will be Parrot on the Vigil
Attackers
there.
are heading out to defuse a bomb.
We never know, we might see Jaeger go around, or maybe even Womai be a little bit of a roamer. Or even Mute. Yeah, Mute can do that job. I used to do it quite often with the shotgun back before he used to have the SMG-11. So, That was always fun. It looks like Squizzy's going to have the hollow on his G8A1 here rather than the ACOG that Caliph happened to have. And it looks like once again we're going to go for a top-down clear here, except for Moody, who's going to be all the way down by the window here. He's going to put down a Claymore to make sure nobody runs out. And it looks like we have Caliph and Parrot up here to be able to combat this. And it looks like we're just going to dip back a little bit. Just try and hold over by white stairs. Doesn't really look like anybody's got anything, but there we go. We've got Caliph being able to drone out the Vigil, so at least they know that Vigil's up here at Cigar Lounge, but I'm not overly certain if they know where the Wamai is, which is actually slightly dangerous if you happen to see where he was, sitting over here by this window on his cam, so potentially he would have been taken out. And there we go. Rex is able to take down Squizzy, but sadly, we've already got somebody in here. Moody's able to take down Caliph, along with Demon being able to take down Parrot. It looks like Alex is going to be able to go for the hatch and get that open, but there we go. Demon losing a little bit of his health along with Moody there. So we'll just have to see how well this plays out with a 3v4. Looks like Raptors is going to try and hold an angle here. Somebody comes in there and they're opening up the floor, see if they're going to be able to find anything. Tiabini can happen to hear just that recharge, but doesn't exactly know where it is. It looks like Rex is going to hold an angle here on red stairs that's looking up towards train room. Looks like Raptor's going to throw a C4. Doesn't really look like he's going to blow it, like, and everybody happens to move out of the way for it. So Moody's just going to stand up here. Looks like he's going to drone, trying to see if maybe he can find Raptors being able to do a little pings there, so that way Lolix is going to be able to try and do some shots down into the floor there. I'm going to move over and see Demon coming around here on the Zofia, going to try and get Raptors, but he just barely misses her, but it looks like Lolix is going to put a solid amount of damage on her. Just a little bit of shots. He doesn't realize that the Zofia is just right next door. He moved over to reading room now. And it looks like Calip's going to be doing a little bit of droning, going to find one of those mute jammers. So it is just a 3v4 here with Raptors lost the decent amount of his health. Looks like Moody's going to get down here in the process. And it looks like White Stairs is going to be the main push. Demon's going to try and come around from reading, see if he's going to be able to do anything. Calip's going to be able to take down Tiabini. Rex is going to get Moody here. So it is just the Valkyrie along with the Jaeger. Jaeger's going to try and come around. Sadly, just runs right into the Nomad, but doesn't win the fight. Raptors is going to try and come around, but he's just got a little bit of health there. And it looks like we get the plant going off here, and Raptors is going to have to try and do what he can to try and take everybody out here. But sadly, he loses the fight, and Attackers win round number 9, bringing them one step closer to victory.
This round, I thought the top push from the attack was so good. They got rid of the defenders at the same time. They pushed, they were coordinated, and then they got stalled out. And I thought, oh, maybe this is going to cost them the round, but it didn't. They went on to win, and this is my worry now. I think, well, if you're the Greens on defense, you really need this round. Of course, it's match point. Of course you do.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, Wonka's Wonders need this win since they tied yesterday. They need those points. So it looks like once again we're going to go back downstairs and we're going to go to kitchen for our final round of this game, and hopefully it will end in favor. And I just want to point out there, Caleb and Moody coming out on top for their team, both breaking double digits there, and Caliph and Parrot with 9 on their team respectively, just one shy. So potentially they can break double digits, or we can see
Attackers
Caleb
locate and defuse bombs.
Moody move on with their kills here.
It's been an interesting tournament so far. I think every team has been even. I think the scoreline yesterday might not.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Everyone's putting up the numbers. Everyone's pulling away. I think it's been really good so far.
I mean, so far we've had a decent amount of talent already being shown, so it will be interesting to see what we get done and how everybody's able to play here. So, we still have a lot of tournament.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
It looks like Wamai's going to try and hold over here in Bakery, potentially, that or Rex, maybe. far, it doesn't really look like we have any roamers, or at least upstairs, so it looks like the attackers are going to get top floor and middle floor control. Looks like everybody's just going to be hanging down around here. It looks like Caliph's gone the bakery and gone over to the little coat closet here. And we've got Rex holding in the new little bakery connector here. I think this is bakery kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. Well, prep room is actually the name of it, I'm sorry. And it doesn't look like he's going to get thrown out, but he's going to pop out, throw some shots, and let everybody know somebody's over there. But so far, nothing's happened really yet. We just have a solid amount of movement. It looks like Caliph's going to try and come around the back, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anybody there. Moody's going to come into Train Museum here and see if he can find anything. He's going to take out that hyena claw that's in the back there as everybody starts getting to work on opening up the floors, being able to find what they can find, be able to take people out. It looks like Moody's going to be the first one to fall there, so that is Caliph gone. Or that is Caliph being able to get the kill. It looks like somebody's going to try and sneak around. Caliph just came upstairs and is able to take down Caliph here. So that is the Nomad and the Thatcher gone. And it doesn't look like anybody else realizes somebody's over here except for Squizzy. Squizzy's coming around on the buck, just holding an angle, but he's looking the wrong place, sadly. He's going to come around and might not be able to see what's going on. He might just walk into the crosshairs there. And there we go. We've got a 3K already for Caliph. And it already sounds like the wall's going to get opened up here downstairs by Lolix. At least one of the walls will. It looks like the one into the prep room. So it's Lolix going to be all by himself, along with Demon, who's all the way over here in Pillar. So it looks like Caliph's going to go down red stairs here and see if maybe he might be able to find one of the other attackers, but it looks like everybody's just going to be out here holding an angle. Lolix, the lone man, all the way out here in front of Bakery with the diffuser. And it looks like Demon's all the way up by himself here on the stairs. It looks like Demon's potentially going to go out the window here, and it sounds like Caliph actually hears somebody going through the window. He's going to come up and just happens to miss somebody going out there. It looks like Lolix is going to have his teammate join up with him. He's going to come out, notice the shield, and not see anybody behind it. But what we're going to have is we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 operators all watching this entrance here. So far, it doesn't look like anybody's overly moved except for Raptor, so all of the GSG9 boys are going to come through. Lolix is going to get down, but Caliph's going to come around, and he's going to finish off Demon. So there we go, Wonka's Wonders. I lied. It's a tie.
It's a tie. It's a tie. You know
It's
what?
another tie.
I think the defensive team, the second, it was the Greens defending. I think it's no more than either team deserved, to be honest. You know, defensive side is clearly stronger.
Yeah.
I think Caliph there doing his best. I think it was Moody impression from yesterday. We played him yesterday, and he did the same thing where he was roaming away from sight. He took out 3 or 4 teammates, I think it was, of mine, including me. And you know, I think Moody took the wrath of that today. So you know, serves him right.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A 5-5 draw here against Wonka's Wonders and the Kakapo Trap. We will take a short break, and we will be right back with Billy's Baby Back Ribs versus Vicious and Delicious for game number 2 of our day 2 of our tournament. So thank you very much. I have been Lick. Alongside me has been Chris, and we will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for having us.